Let's take a look at what it means to upload a video to YouTube. So you've recorded a video maybe with a phone or with a tablet, or you've created a screencast, and now you're ready to put that video on YouTube. What does that upload process look like? So that's what we're going to talk about over the next few minutes during this particular screencast. So you'll notice pretty much anywhere you are on YouTube, in the top right corner, you will see the upload button. YouTube wants to make it easy for you to put your video on YouTube, so they give you the upload button. Pretty much anywhere you are on YouTube, you will see that. So I'm going to go ahead and click the upload button, and that's going to take us to a page where we're going to upload our video file to YouTube. So you'll notice right here in the middle of the screen, it says select video files to upload. And then the other important thing you want to notice right here is you get to choose the privacy setting for your video right off the bat, which is really important to know and to recognize. Now, make sure you understand the difference between public, unlisted, and private, because those are your three choices for the privacy level that you want on your video. So let's quickly review those while we're here too. Public means, of course, anyone in the world is going to be able to watch your video, but that also means anyone in the world will be able to find your video. That means your video is searchable, it's Googleable if you make it public, meaning even if I don't have the link to your video, I could come up here to the search box and I could type in something like Kyle's amazing video, okay? Searching for something like that, and then I could find the video. So I could set it to public. I could also choose unlisted, which probably the majority of the time, that's what you're going to pick is unlisted, meaning you want people to be able to easily watch your video and you want to easily share your video with anyone in the world, but it's not searchable, which gives you a little bit more control over who can watch your video. So if you leave it unlisted, then you've got to provide the link to your video somehow. You've got to email it out. You've got to tweet it. You've got to Facebook it. You've got to post it in Google Classroom. You've got to post it on your website. You have to share the link out in some fashion. And then lastly, if I choose private, that's exactly what it says it is. That video is by default only viewable by me and any specific people that I name. Very much like how you share a Google Doc with very specific people by their email address, that would be the same instance here for a private YouTube video. Okay, so we'll just do unlisted on mine for demonstration purposes, and then I'm going to click the red icon right here, and then that's going to have me browse out to my computer to get the video file that I want to pick. So I have a couple video files saved here on my desktop. These are from other videos that I've already put on YouTube, so I'm just going to use one of those again. So I'm going to select my video file, and then I'm going to click open, and then it's going to immediately start uploading that video. The great thing is, while that video is uploading, I can go ahead and customize all these settings for my video before it's even officially done uploading. So I can adjust the title of my video. I can type in my video description. Okay? I can add that video to a playlist. I can tag my video with certain keywords. So I could put certain keywords and I type a comma after each keyword. Now if your video is public, those keywords that you put there are going to make your video easier for people to find by searching for it. So you don't have to put in keywords, but that's the whole purpose of keywords, is to be able to make your video more easily searchable if you've got it set to public. Some other things you want to make sure and go to is click on this Advanced Settings tab. This is where you can turn off or on comments if you want to allow or not allow comments on your video. Or if I want to allow comments, but I want those comments to be moderated, I can turn on comments, but only show the comments that I have approved. So I can have moderated comments if I want to. Next, let's take a look at all of the settings and tools that we have available to us to edit and apply to our video once we have the upload process completed with our video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the top right corner and I'm going to click one time on my profile picture. And when you click on your profile picture, you'll have this little window that pops up, and then you'll see this button to click on that says Creator Studio. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then inside of the Creator Studio, this is where all your behind the scenes settings are for all of your videos. But I'm specifically going to go into the Video Manager. That's an important area to know about because that is where all of your videos live that you've put on YouTube. And you'll notice each of those videos in the main part of the page here has an edit button that you can click on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the edit button on one of these videos that I have. And now this is going to take me into all of the awesome settings that I have available to change on this video. So I can play the video right from here, of course, but down right below it I have basic info, so I can adjust the title, the description, my keywords. I can change the privacy setting of my video if I want to. I have translations, so if I want to translate my video into another language, I have the ability to do that. I have advanced settings, which is important to know about. We talked about that already just a little while ago, where you can double check if you want to allow comments or not allow comments. You want to make sure your video is categorized as education. You can put in the location of that your video was filmed. You can put in the recording date of your video if you wish to do that. If you want other users to see the ratings for your video, you can choose that. If you want to allow other people to embed your video, you have lots of options here that you can turn on for your video. Those are the things that I always check first when I put a video on YouTube. I go over those basic and those advanced settings and make sure everything is good there. Because once that's done, then you can do some more of the fun stuff with your video. So you can come up here across the top of your video, you have several tabs. Now we've been on the Info and Settings tab, but now I can go to the Enhancements tab and I can make some changes to my video as well. So I can auto fix the coloring on my video if I want to. Or if it's something I recorded with my phone or my tablet and the footage is a little shaky, YouTube will do some auto stabilization of your video for you. If I want to put my video in slow motion, I can do that. If I want my video to be a time lapse, I can have my video be time lapsed if I want to. I can do trimming of my video from here, so I can trim out parts of my video right here from within YouTube if I need to do that. I have some great editing tools that are right here. I have some filters on these other little tabs over here, so if I want to put an Instagram style filter on my YouTube video, I have the ability to do that if I want to. Some blurring effects, that's kind of nice. You can blur out faces on your YouTube video. This comes in really handy if you have a video that has students in it and maybe one of those students, their parents don't want them videoed and put onto YouTube or put on the web, so you can blur out faces if you need to on a YouTube video. Then you can go to the Audio tab and you can add background music to your video. YouTube has an enormous library of preset background tracks on your video. So you can choose a background track. These are all copyright free, so you don't have to worry about copyright with any of this background music. You can have your background music totally replace the original audio if you want to, or you can have your background music just play at certain spots in your video. So you have the ability to position the audio to start at a certain time in the video and end at a certain time in the video. So you have the ability to do that as well. You can put annotations on your videos. So these are the little blurbs of information that can pop up in a video. You've probably watched a YouTube video that has annotations on it. You can have little bits of information pop up on your video. If you want to draw your students' attention to a particular part of a video, you can have an annotation pop up. Or if you want an annotation to pop up at the end of the video that lets students know what their next steps need to be after the video is done playing, you can create annotations that would allow you to do that. You also have cards, which are just a kind of annotations kicked up another notch. So you can add cards to your video that give them a link perhaps to another video, to give them to promote another channel. You can even have cards that to ask for a donation, to take a poll, or just to give them a link to somewhere else you want them to go on the web after they're done watching the video. And then lastly, you have subtitles and closed captioning. So if you want to set up closed captioning or subtitles for your video, you can do that as well. I can add new subtitles or closed captioning. Obviously, it'll have you pick the language you want those to be in, and you can either upload a file, you can transcribe and auto sync for those subtitles or closed captions, or you can create them right here yourself, right from within your video. So lots and lots of great options. Some of those options for your video are more safety security options, but then there's lots of fun tools that are baked right here into YouTube for you for when you've put your own video on your YouTube channel.